Hi, so you're probably watching this video because the applet on this page isn't running or isn't loading as expected. So if it did, this is what you would see. The Ferris wheel will start right away, and on the right you kind of see a sinusoidal curve. That kind of, the blue dots and the red dot there are kind of the positions of the different seats. So the beginning of the project just asks you to in part 1, activity 1, asks you to explain how the angle you chose relates to the direction of the Ferris wheel. And so I believe what they're asking for there is if you were at some point to stop the Ferris wheel, and I'll do it here, say there. Okay, so indicate your starting position. So I think the starting position when it first loaded up made the red seat at the very bottom, dead center at the bottom, and it's rotating counterclockwise. And so the angle that you're going to indicate, say if you were to stop the red seat right here, would be from the dead straight down, rotating counterclockwise all the way to the arm that supports the red seat. Do your best to measure that on the screen here. I'm not looking for exact answers, but it should be something between 270 and 360 degrees. From there, in activity 2, determining the arc length. Okay, so just use the arc length equation and using the angle you've used. Okay, so the angle you used, say, was 300. Alright, the radius that you're going to use is your amplitude, so the difference between 30 and 11, or 30 and 49, should be the same number. That'll give you the arc length. In activity 3, just give me the coordinates, so give me the cosine and sine versions of this coordinate. So kind of like if you Google a unit circle, or you've seen it already, you know how each of the key values at 30, 45, and 60 and so on have cosine and sine versions of those. Okay, so you're going to have to kind of do the same thing. And so I'd recommend it when you pick the angle in activity 1, pick an angle that's very common on the unit circle, and then you can just grab that information from the unit circle. But I'm looking for the actual coordinate, not just the trig. Okay, and so you're going to have to give me a coordinate that's out here beyond 1 using these values to kind of figure that out. I'd recommend maybe generating a triangle, so from the green dot down to the red seat and up to the horizontal axes will generate your triangle, and then from there create your sine and cosine. Activity 4 just involves the Edmonton capital X, so not this applet, but kind of going through that and figuring out values for that Ferris wheel. Yeah, and so that's the end of part 1. So if you have any questions about part 1, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm going to make another video for part 2 in a couple seconds. Thank you.